Thank you for calling the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast customer service line. For English, press 1. For Klingon, press 2. We're sorry. All of our Klingon representatives are currently busy assisting other customers. And by assisting other customers, we mean slowly taking over the universe. Please stay on the line for the next available representative. Yeah, thank you for calling the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast customer service line. My name is Bob. How can I help you today? Oh, hey, Bob. It's me, Andrew. Oh, hey, boss. How's it going, boss? What's up? Nothing much, Bob. I just finally got my laptop updated to the newest Windows update, so I'm up to date, ready to go. Oh, that's great. Yeah, 20H02 update, right? Or no, it's 20H2, right? Oh, man, I don't know what everybody's complaining about. I mean, it only took me like 5 minutes to update my laptop and my computers. I mean, I just sat there, watched a funny cat video. It was all done in a matter of minutes. It took me 13 hours, Bob. 13 painful hours after a 7-day stretch trying to do it. Wow. Yeah, you got a lot of patience there, boss. Yeah, I do. Anyway, I just want to make sure that we're all set, ready to go for the podcast this week. No hiccups, no problems. Laptop's going to run smoothly. I don't see any issues, but yeah, give me a second. Let me double check for you. Yeah, boss, you should be good. So long as you're not planning to break the space-time continuum, I don't see any issues here. What do you mean by break the space-time continuum? Well, I mean, it's not like you want to try to pull Professor Clump through a time-space vortex pretty much the size of a mouse's sphincter. So long as you're not doing that, yeah, you should be good. Why in the hell would I want to do that? Oh, crap, sorry. Wrong show. I was thinking about this science fiction show I was writing in my head about you and all the other characters. It's really fun. Hey, you want me to pitch it to you sometime? I mean, I think you'd really like it. It's kind of interesting. Got a little bit of everything in it. Hello? Boss? Yeah, I'll be back.
It's time for the absolutely... I'm on my way! Completely! I'm almost there! Random! Why are there so many stairs? Podcast! Oh, jeez!
With Andrew Rhodes. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast for Saturday, April 24th, 2021. Holy crap. It's the final Saturday of April. I never thought the day would come. We made it through another month. Yay! Okay, enough of that bullshit. Let's get into brass balls here. So what am I talking about this week, you ask yourself as you sit there pondering my sultry voice as it echoes through the ears. Which, if you've been following along, is meaningless. But anyway, this week I'm going to be talking about some giant robot anime themes. Sony reversing the course on the PS3 and Vita store closures. Saw that coming. Mystery Science Theater 3000 is starting up another Kickstarter to get more Mystery Science Theater 3000. The Voltron producer, Ted Kopler, has passed away. This is actually horrifyingly sad news. And, you know, there's a weird game apparently you should be playing. It's called World End Economica. Or Economica, I think? I don't know. But either way, I'm going to be talking about that. And my usual brand of humor and fortitude and whatnot. All this week on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. But of course, before you touch that dial, it's the same old song and dance. You know this by heart. If you're interested in weird stuff, oddities, collectibles, DVDs, what have you, check out my eBay page. That's ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. I have a wide variety of crap for sale. One person's trash is, in fact, another person's treasure. And this treasure could be yours if the price is right. That's right. Swing on by my eBay page. That's ARHOADS-2012 on eBay, the worldwide flea market where you can find anything, and I mean anything. And hey, while you're out on the internet, why not swing by Twitter and hang out with me over at Otaku Roads? That's at capital OTAKU, capital RHOADS, over on Twitter. I'm actually on there pretty often. I try to be. And while you're on the internet, if Twitter isn't your thing and you're more of a Facebook person, why not check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page? That's right, I have a Facebook page. I know I gotta update that though, because I didn't put up the last couple of videos. I didn't share them up on there, so I'll have to do that this weekend. My apologies for those of you that don't know about it, but yes, some new videos dropped. Holy crap. Oh yeah, check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. And hey, for when I have another senior moment and I forget to update when new videos drop, you can also find out that wonderful little tidbit by subscribing right here to the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Just hit the subscribe button, and when you see that little bell icon that's right next to the subscribe button, yeah, you just ring that bell, put it to all, that way you're notified when new videos drop right here on the channel. You won't be taken by surprise again. That's right, so just ring the notification bell, like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you. And on with the show. Alright, so this is the part where I usually go about how my week went, and if you didn't get the hint from the cold opening this week, I finally got my laptop and the desktop updated to the newest version of 10. Or at least the one that I had to take. Windows 10 version 20H2 is finally installed, and my God, was this a pain in my ass! Let me set the picture for you. So, I started my laptop at 2:45 Monday morning. Come 10 o'clock-ish, it was installing. It only glitched once, but it didn't reset. It stayed the course. I had to click do it again, and it took it right back to where it was, and it finished downloading. As it was literally at 99%, it was right at the finish line. So it downloaded. It took it until like 3 o'clock to complete the install. I am not joking. I literally had it on for over 12 hours straight. It pissed me off. It drove me nuts. And I was like, you know what? Nuts to this. I'm not letting it do this again. So I made sure that it took the other important updates that it had to take to start off with. And once it did those, I was like, good. We're set. We're good. I'm done. Thank God. We're finished. And that was Monday. So then I had to try to figure out why the desktop didn't take the update the other day. So I did the same thing that I had done Sunday to my laptop to the desktop on Tuesday. I cleared and defragged the registry. I cleaned up any of the old installation files that it might have had on there, thinking that, those might have been corrupted. I pretty much scrubbed that bitch clean. I didn't do a hard reset or anything. I just scrubbed clean. I did a disk cleanup. I optimized it, defragged it. I did everything you could imagine. Finally, it was done. Would have been Thursday. It finished at 5, a little after 5 at night. And I started that, ironically, at 3:45 Thursday morning, and it finished, ironically, at 5. No, I started, I think it was 3:03 a.m. Yeah, it was 3:03 a.m. That I started it, and 5:03 p.m. it finished. So, literally 14 hours it took the desktop to download that. That is how pathetic my internet connection is. So, if you've ever out there wondered why I don't live stream, that is the reason why. My connection speed sucks. And I mean, it sucks to hairy meatballs. But, oh, God, was it a pain in the ass. But it's finally done. I did discover, though, that my laptop, the RAM on my laptop pretty much was maxing out, and it was bottlenecking pretty badly. Now, to be fair, my laptop's 5 years old. I have had this thing since 2015. It's 5 years old. This thing and I have been around the block a few times. I got to get a battery for it. I keep forgetting to order one. I'm actually got to order one because that's going to drive me batty until I do. But yeah, I got to get a battery for this, a new battery. So I have a friend of mine looking for RAM for me because I'm like, when I'm looking at the like all the systems and that, and it's working when it was doing the update, and the RAM was maxing out. I have the task manager open, and I'm looking at the preferences and the processes that are going on, and I'm like, why is my RAM maxing out? I mean, it was like over 50%, and it's a 4 gig RAM. I'm like, this thing can handle itself pretty well. I'm like, why is this thing giving me such trouble? Oh, the RAM's maxing out. And I'm like, huh. Then here I thought that there was like two 2 gig sticks in this to make the 4 gigs of RAM. No, it's one stick of 4 gig RAM in this. There's 2 slots. So I sent a thing to my buddy, to a friend of mine. I'm like, yo, can your husband look for a thing of RAM for me? And I told her what I need. I'm like, because it can go up to 8 gigs max. And he found one. I'll have to take out the 4 gig card, and that's fine. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind taking out the 4 gig one to replace it with an 8 gig. If it means I'm going to get a little better speed and stability, hell, I'll do that in a heartbeat. But it was still running a bit slow. I contributed some of it to like being on for over 12 hours and all that other fun shit. And yeah, I got to get a new battery. I think I'll probably at some point have to replace the heatsink maybe, but if I have to do that, that's when, I mean, the heatsink's cheap. I've actually looked into it just in case I'd have to. I'm like, oh, the heatsink's cheap. The vent system's cheap on it. I'm like, it's a 5-year-old laptop, but this thing still has some good use to it. Though I would like to upgrade my wireless card and maybe my Ethernet card, but there's really not much I can do on that. Those things are kind of antiquated, because the wireless card kind of sucks and the Ethernet card kind of blows. But I do got to get a battery for this. That's on my list. I have it on my watch list on eBay, and I just keep forgetting to order it. It's like, oh, it's like between $20 $30. It's brand new. I'm like, yeah, it's not bad. It's exactly what I need, the exact model that I need for it. And it's like, why have I not ordered this yet? Oh, I keep forgetting. Oh, every time I have a bit of money in PayPal, which I had to sign up for eBay's new stupid system, so that's always fun. I actually sold my first item under that, so now I have to go into my bank account to see how much I actually got, since eBay will take out its fees already. I have a red video for that coming out. I already recorded that, so that's fun. But yeah, this entire thing is just one giant pain in the ass. But at least the laptop's up to date. Everything's finally functioning. I am so happy. And after cleaning it up this morning, like doing a clean out of all the old batch files, the junk files, the ones that it doesn't need anymore, I had the system run through and do like an optimization of it. Now it's running really smooth. I'm like, good. Once I get that RAM for this thing, it'll run probably a little better. So that makes me happy in the long run. I'm really ecstatic about that. But anyway, that was pretty much my week in a nutshell. So let's get into the podcast, shall we? Because we got a lot to talk about. It's going to be a fun one. Alright, so let's face it. When you hear giant robots, you instantly think ass-kicking, monster-bashing, robot v. robot action. The sweet, sweet blood sport that we, the anime fans that love the mecha series, just come to expect, right? Well, you know what follows that up in a really great way, or leads it off, sort of? Imagine the robot battle is the main course. What's your entree? What's your appetizer for this, right? The main course, the entree, is the robot fight. But what's the appetizer? The theme song. I've said it before that a good theme song can make or break an anime series, and by God, it's true. But how about a wonderfully upbeat anime theme for a giant robot series, right? Well, apparently there's 3 of them that come to the mind of the good people over at Otaku USA, I guess, because they did an article on this. So, of course, you know, you always need that pick-me-up. You narrowed down the list, though, to 3. In all honesty, they could have narrowed it down a little better, because 2 of these and by the way, you can actually listen to all 3 of these. They are YouTube clips to their openings, so respectively, so all of them. So, yeah, honestly, there was only 1 on here that I actually, 1, knew, and 2, that actually was good. The other ones didn't really get me upbeat for anything. I could have replaced 2 of these on this list in a heartbeat. Literally, I could have replaced 2 of them. But anyway, the first one on their list is Gal Gaigar. The King of Braves. And oh man, did I remember this. I remember years ago when I was first really getting back into anime with the internet, finding a whole bunch of stuff, I came across clips of Gal Gaigar, and oh god, was I falling in love with it. It was just beautiful, and I watched like maybe enough clips to equal an episode or two, but oh god, I was in love. Sweet, sweet love. And I am not joking how beautiful it is. But anyway, this was their first one. They have information here on it, so what do we got here? So anything can get you on your feet and energized. Yeah, more like somebody yelling about cool robots. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name. I'm going to mispronounce it. Possibly, but this list is short. So one of the best-known songs to that point is a hit. It's a hit at Jam Project concerts. I cannot talk tonight, and they can't type for shit. It's the opening to the massive Usurde finale, Gal Gaigar, the King of the Braves. Or Yusa, I guess it is. Oh, anyway. See, in the tradition of so many good giant robot anime, the theme lays things out for you immediately. It's a tribute to Guy Shishio, the brave cyborg who fuses with an ever-increasing number of machines to protect Earth from the evil alien Zonders. Wow. It's just really cool. Holy shit, it's beautiful. I loved it. I really did. It was just... Gal Gaigar is one of the best. I will admit, that one deserves to be on this list. However, the next two don't. Especially after listening to them. Mobile Suit Gundam Double Z, or as it was known, Double Zeta. So, if you've ever played any, and I mean any, of the Gundam games, from, I want to say, Dynasty Warriors Gundam, Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, and any of the probable ones in between those, because I don't think this wasn't in Encounters in Space, though it might have been, I just don't remember. Mobile Suit Gundam Double Z or Double Zeta. Holy crap. This is supposed to, if I figured out the chronology correctly, it's supposed to take place immediately after the events that happened in Zeta Gundam. Because, at least from how the game's story plot derived it multiple times when you play the story of the characters, it's like, oh, all the shit that happened at the end of Zeta Gundam, and now we get this one. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Double Zeta Gundam, it has a good story, but this opening, oh my god, this opening is just dreadful. I could not get behind this one. But it's the opening theme to 1986 Mobile Suit Double Z Gundam. It sounds a bit like a joke when you first listen to it, and it is, though, but after all, literally titled Anime Jana, or It's Not an Anime, which is admittedly kind of hilarious to hear repeated over and over while anime footage plays. It's also fantastically on brand for heroic giant robot anime energy. Bullshit, this thing is crap. Listen to it, you'll see my point. The song is performed by Mashi... God, I cannot pronounce anything tonight. Masahito Ari. It's about it's about optimism and excitement, even when being told not to express it. Yeah, okay. Screw that noise. Either way, I wasn't a fan of it. I thought it was kind of stupid. It lost me like a few minutes into it. Hell, not even that. Like about 30 seconds to 45 seconds into it, it lost me. But then there's this last one. And this one, I did not know the name of this stupid bot. And I want to say that right now. Now, if you've ever watched the openings for the game that was out over in Japan for the PlayStation 2, it's called Another Century. There's called Another Century Episode, or ACE. It's like Ace Zero, Ace R. There was basically Another Century Episode. That's what it was called. First off, again, Japan has the best shit ever. Seriously, why is it we don't get the cool shit over here? They always get the cool shit in Japan. This is a game that I watched the openings for, and I'm like, oh my god, this is beautiful. Why can't we play this? Now when you watch the actual gameplay, it's like, oh my god, the gameplay's even good. Why couldn't we get this? Oh, yeah, no, screw us. But there's a robot in the one opening. I did not know what in the hell it was. Researching it, I couldn't find anything. I took a still of the opening to try to do a picture search, and I got nothing. Ironically, I'm not shitting you, I got nothing. It kept coming up, it kept pulling up the video or what the opening was or the game. It never told me what the damn thing was. Even going through a list of all the characters, I had it narrowed down to like 3, and I had no idea which one of the 3 it was. However, I now know. It's called Overman King Gainer. I'm not joking. I finally find this thing out years later, what the hell this stupid bot's called. And this is another one of them that actually sucked. This opening blew chunks, and it did not hesitate to disappoint me. Seriously, I was really disappointed with this one. But even if you're not a big watcher of giant robot anime, yeah, right. There are good odds that you've spotted this one around the internet. I spotted it in the opening for Another Century episode, so yeah, I have. It's an upbeat intro, though, into the show that includes ferrets, figure skating, and lots of people doing the monkey. I am not joking. If you have Johnny Bravo PTSD, this opening will bring you right back to nightmares. They are literally doing the monkey. Literally doing the monkey. I'm not even joking. It's a little surprising, though, that the show hails from Kill 'Em All Tomino himself. But this is one of his more lighthearted offerings. The theme song sucked. Hands down. So, yeah, I could have... Now, I agree with the Gal Gaigar on this list. 100% I agree with that. However, there are 2, and I mean 2 other robot anime series that this could definitely, and I mean definitely, take on this list in place of Gainer and Double Zeta. We have not only one of the best robot anime series existing in the world, but it is by far one of the greatest. Now, I can cheat a little bit on this because they are technically meched. Whether or not you want to believe it's a living organism inside, it's still technically a robot in a way. It's spawned multiple beams. Neon Genesis Evangelion, Thesis of a Cruel Angel couldn't make this list? Seriously? Does that not count as a mech series? Did I miss something? Last time I checked, I was usually in the mech category. Or better yet, where's Godanner? Come on! There are 2 fucking sweet openings for Godanner! If those things don't get you pumped up for the action that's coming down the pipeline in that show, nothing does. And I mean nothing at all! Good Lord! Why? And I want to stress, why don't people understand the concept of, but I don't get it. It worked so well before. It was a good series. That opening was beautiful. These other 2, aside from Gal Gaigar, are garbage. Gal Gaigar is the best one on this list, and that's honestly sad. So many other robot anime series could have been on this. What about Big O, for God's sake? The freaking theme song to the Big O. Cast in the name of God, ye not guilty. Come on! That couldn't have made this list? I think this list was biased. To be honest with you, I think this list was biased from the start. But no. Gal Gaigar was the best one on this list. The other 2 are sheer hot garbage. Literally. You could have put Thesis of a Cruel Angel could have went on here. You could have had the opening for Mobile Fighter G Gundam. You could have had the opening to any of the Gundam Build series. Hell, Build Fighters Try. You could have had Build Divers Re-Rise. Jesus, so many of those would have been on this that would have been better than this. And that's just, I'm literally just scratching the surface. I mean, there's Rossifon. That would have been better on here. You could have put Metabots on this. Seriously, Metabots. Okay, all right, well, I think they went Giant Robot, right? Yeah, okay. So Giant Robot, you couldn't do Metabots unless you want to talk about, the massive Robo Emperor, or Mega Emperor, but still. Okay, so that one wouldn't count. But you got Big O. Big O didn't make this list. Big O didn't make the cut. What about Dygard? Dygard! Office worker saving the world. That thing had a theme song that not only had you pumped for the episode, regardless of how melodramatic it might have been. The premise might have turned you off of it from the start. That theme song had you dancing along and it was pumping you up for no matter what was going to happen. Even the ending managed to just calm you down before the next episode starts. Dygard doesn't make this list. Big O doesn't make this list. No, we pull out 3 old school ones, one of which is good, 2 of which suck. This was your list? What were you smoking? What were you on? I don't know. I didn't like the list. I think it's apparent I didn't like the list at all. I hated it. So many other themes could have made this list. So many others. All right, so I'm sure everybody remembers, I think it was like a week ago or a week or 2 ago, I talked about Sony shutting down the PlayStation Store for the PlayStation 3 and PS Vita. Well, Sony has decided, whoa, this pissed off too many people. Let's backtrack this and pee on this fire. Because now they're not closing the PlayStation 3 and PS Vita stores. Yeah. So it's not going to be shutting down the PlayStation Store for the PS3 or PS Vita users. However, I think it was the PSP players are still screwed. Yeah, the PSP commerce functionality is going to retire in on July 2nd, 2021 as planned. So PSP screwed, but PS Vita and PS3 are still good. So first off, I pity the PSP players. This is probably like massive, this is like salt in the wound almost. But then again, I think the PSP is like, how many freaking years old now? Hold on. When did the damn PSP come out? When the hell did that come out? Hold on. PSP. SYSTE. When did it come out? I'm just curious. PSP console. Was PSP worth buying in 2020? I don't fucking know. It's not. It's no longer worth it. Heavily outdated. You're built-in Wi-Fi. Yeah, no. When did it come out? PlayStation Portable. Introductory price like $250. Holy shit. I don't know how much people are selling that for now. It's like, this should be relatively cheap. It's outdated as shit. I mean, that's like the main reason why they're closing it out, I think, is because it's... Alright, 2005. March 24, 2005 was revealed. Is that when it came out? Yes, March 24, 2005. So it is literally 16 years old. Yeah, I think it's time to retire its ass. No offense, it's time to retire it. It really is time. But holy shit, damn. But the sudden reversal, though, comes only weeks after they confirmed the rumors that they had planned to shutter the digital storefront for the older consoles. Yes, like Sony did for the wonderful world of everything else. Like, like when they got rid of backwards compatibility for the PlayStation 3, so you can no longer play your PS2 games on the new PS3 hardware because, God forbid, it was too difficult for them to include backwards compatibility. Yet that would have netted them so much money. And you corporate greedy bastards should have thought of that. This will net us so much money. That's what people think about it anyway. But, yeah, so they basically backtracked on this. They peed on this fire. It's like, yeah, no. The move was largely criticized, with people noting that shutting down the store on older consoles would make it harder to play certain digital-only games. Yeah, it makes sense. It's true, because if it's digital only and you had to get it from the store, you're fucked. You're 5 ways from Friday. And that's the honest problem with this, is that you're screwed 6 ways, from Sunday in a way. There's so many ways you can get screwed. There's so many ways you can get screwed. I mean, I was telling my mom, I gotta break this off for a second, but I was telling my mom, we have a running joke, because last Saturday we ate chicken, and I made the comment that the phone company finally bought me dinner because they gave us a refund, because we had to take the account out of my grandfather's name and he passed away. What was, technically, I was the one paying the account anyway, so it was my money. So after going through the whole rigmarole, getting the money back, because, that's the nightmare was, I'm like, yeah, the phone company finally bought me dinner. I consider that their apology for fucking me over for 6 days. But you see, they did it out of order. See, they're supposed to buy me dinner first, then fuck me. They didn't do it right. So this is what Sony was basically doing. It's like, oh, well, we're just going to shut this down. But hey, you'll get to enjoy all this beforehand. They're essentially, screwing you and then buying you dinner. But it's kind of difficult to do this with with the digital-only games because they'll be screwed, and that's the main issue. So, the Gamer recently published interviews with several indie developers who would have lost their work and revenue. Sony had continued with its plans because, that's a shit ton of money out the ass. It's gone. It seems the change of heart was in part motivated by the idea of digital conversation. In the blog, the one person mentions being happy that Sony figured out how to keep this piece of our history alive for gamers to enjoy. I'm sure emulations would come to mind, but nobody listens to us people behind the microphones. I'm sure emulation would have worked too. But yeah, so this is basically, they have now, yeah, I don't know how to say it, but basically, it's good. Though I do like the one comment on here. The person goes, I really wish they just get the PS1. Oh, goddamn ad. All right, here we go. That they just get the PS1 and PSP stuff figured out for backwards compatibility at the least. The PS1 has been emulated on multiple Sony systems, and even Loco Roco Remastered on PS4 is running a PSP emulator, and games run fine on the PS5. It'd be a whole new world for stuff for people to buy. I'd love if every system was figured out practically, or particularly anything on the Vita that worked on the PS TV. But a starting point would definitely be appreciated. I have a lot of digital PS1 games, and it's harder for me to access without maintaining these older systems. Yeah, that's the problem, is that, Sony came out with the PlayStation Classic, but the problem with the PlayStation Classic, and it was proven literally by several YouTubers that are heavy into the gaming scene, they literally came right out and said all Sony did was 3D print a case. They literally just shoved a Raspberry Pi into that bitch and downloaded the goddamn emulator that someone else had already done, because it was the same exact game, save for, I think they said, maybe 1 or 2 slight differences, but that could have been Sony's way of avoiding a copyright suit, which, in all honesty, I could see Sony's lawyers doing. So it's like, oh no, let's avoid a copyright suit, just tweak 1 or 2 things, problem solved. Yeah, and that's it. It's like, what the hell? I don't get the whole idea here, but it pisses me off. I'm still waiting for Nintendo to come out with the GameCube Classic, because I'd actually buy the GameCube Classic. Get that, 2 controllers. I'll take my mom on a couple games on the GameCube. I'll whoop her ass at Custom Robo, and it better be on. And I wouldn't be able to be on there because somebody freaking took the IP for that years ago, and it pisses me off. We don't even know who the hell has it. That sucks. I kind of wish I had it. I'd give it back to everybody. But this, this person's comment, I want to say is one step closer to what I have been saying Sony needs to do for the longest fucking time. Their last and final console they're ever gonna make. The PS Infinity. I can even create a fucking logo for you morons if you want it. The PlayStation Infinity. Do you want to know why it's called the PlayStation Infinity? Because it has access to every single game you have ever created for every single one of your systems. From the original PlayStation all the way up to the PS5. You can get every single game in one, and I mean one, beautiful slot. I'm not even joking. Digital games, make like one or two of them free a month, that you can download it for free, just to entice people to buy it. Take it like maybe like 1 month, like 1 or 2 months out of the year, you put like a really high-end title from the old days and give them a chance to really relive that nostalgic boner. Really try to hook their asses on a subscription service or something for it. Seriously. There is a whole bunch of ideas for this, but the PS Infinity would have to be Sony's last and final game console, because nothing could ever beat it. Any game you ever come out with it, boom, can go right on there. It's a digital-only console. No more physical copies. Everything's downloaded right from Sony. Screw GameStop, screw Walmart, screw Target, screw all of them to hell. You got to buy it right from Sony. Sony cuts out the middleman and gets the money. It's that simple. I mean, Nintendo could do this. With Nintendo, like, they could make, well, I still think Nintendo should just do the fucking Nintablet, to be honest with you. But have it so that you can buy games on, like, a micro SD card. Like, oh, I want to buy this, like, oh, I want to buy this old game, like this old copy of, let's say, oh, just think of a random Nintendo game. Golden Sun. Camelot made Golden Sun. Golden Sun was on the Game Boy Advance and then the DS. So let's say I want to buy Golden Sun and the Nintablet or Nintendo, whatever the hell we want to fucking call the system. And you just pop the micro SD card in and you can play it. You can't override it. You can save your data on it. Or you can buy it digitally and download it directly to your thing. It's that simple. I mean, the digital consoles are going to be coming the next wave of the future, but Sony should just, honest to God, look into the PS Infinity. Like I said, I'll make them a fucking logo. If they want a fucking logo, I'll make a logo. I guarantee you, I'll try to make a logo and put it up somehow. Somehow, some way, I will make a fucking logo for the PS Infinity. And that's what they need to make, the PS Infinity. Nintendo needs to make the Nintablet. Microsoft just go sit over in the corner and play with your blocks. And just, that's fine. Just keep shoving the circle block up your ass. That's fine. That's Microsoft over there in the corner. Sony, Nintendo, let's get into this, damn it. I don't think, is Microsoft even limping to the barn with anything anymore? Did they just give up? I think they just gave up. I don't remember seeing much of anything from Microsoft lately, but yeah, I mean, come on. This is honestly, in my opinion, the perfect starting point for Sony to just look at this and go, we need to make one last system, one thing that allows us to just pull everything right here, right now, and be done with it. Problem frickin' solved. Because not everybody wants to play every single game. That's why you make some of the ones that weren't very popular free. Oh, look, you can download these games for free. That way you entice people to play the game. You might be able to fix up the game. Like, look at the reviewers that reviewed these games. See what's wrong with them. See if you can't make any tweaks. See if the people that made them can't make any tweaks. And then go from there. It's honestly one of the best ideas you could ever hope to have. But, of course, it's Sony, so it's fallen on deaf ears. But still, PS Infinity. I think I can make a logo for that. So in the not-too-distant future, somewhere between time and space, you're going to run into this small little spaceship out in the middle of nowhere watching B-grade bullshit movies with a bunch of robots with the only human on board pretty much losing what's left of their sanity. And that sums up Mystery Science Theater 3000 in a nutshell. So, of course, what does MST3K mean to science fiction fans? Oh, goddamn everything. This was the show of shows. Mystery Science Theater 3000 was just that ultimate, wonderful. It was just great. I watched a few of them. They're up on Shout Factory. I remember catching a couple of them. They're kind of cool, interesting. You mostly just watch it for the banter between, the two, between the human and the robots, to be honest with you. Between Tom Servo, Crow, and the human. That's honestly all you watch it for. There's no other reason for it. So, of course, it ended. I remember it just being on the one time that it ended. But, of course, now there's a Kickstarter. Now, I remember they kickstarted this beforehand. I think a while back. They do explain it, so I'll get back into that in a minute. But Mystery Science Theater 3000. Let's make more MSTK3 and build the Gizmoplex. So, for something that they were hoping for the goal of $2 million. First off, this tells you how much cash the bird nerds have. Because they were hoping for $2 million to get 1 to 3 episodes that would have been unlocked at $2 million. Now, to quote Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z, it's well over that. The fact to be, it's over 3,000! Yeah, and actually, forget it. It's over 3 million, actually. It's over 3 million! Yeah, that's better. But basically, it's over 9,000! Yeah, it's over what they wanted in the first place. So, their goal was $2 million flat out to begin with. There, as of right now, this recording at 13 days to go at 8:06 p.m. on the 24th of April, it is up to $3,377,149. So, they want to make more Mystery Science Theater 3000 without a network. They don't want any network interference. They want this to go online only, no network interference, without a network. Build the Gizmoplex, an online theater for live events. So, yeah, it's 61% funded. And honestly, this is interesting. Now, there is a link to the Kickstarter page. This is exactly where I'm reading this stuff off from, so you can check that out in the description. So, Joel Hodgson, before we get started, I know it's been a really long, strange, difficult 12 months for a lot of us, so hope everyone's doing okay, staying safe, blah, blah. So, where were we? So then they go, previously on Kickstarter. Yeah, it was about 6 years ago. They ran a Kickstarter to bring back Mystery Science Theater 3000 after 15 years in hibernation. 15 years in hibernation, that pretty much means that it was dead there, Joel. It was a little bit stressful, a lot of work, but they got to tell you, it's the whole experience. There's a whole thing on here. The campaign broke a bunch of Kickstarter records. Over 48,000 took up the cause, and together they raised over $6 million. Holy Jesus! With your help, they got picked up on Netflix and made 20 new episodes. Oh, not Netflix. Oh, god damn it, Netflix! And you can't ever please everybody, but it seems like most of you were pretty happy with them, and the critics were too, because apparently the critic consensus, Rotten Tomatoes, which, by the way, Rotten Tomatoes is not something you ever want to take as gospel at all, because I swear to God, it's like paid. Those people are paid to be influential, I think, in a way. But apparently, Mystery Science Theater 3000, The Return. It had a 92% audience score, and it had a 100% on the tomato meter, so it was certified fresh. Yeah, not very much stuff gets that anymore. Picks up right where its predecessor left off, retaining all the cult classics, crucial ingredients, and adding a handful of fresh twists. So it's really cool. So those new episodes on Netflix, along with their old classic episodes, helped a lot of folks discover MST3K for the longest time, for the first time ever. So if you weren't there to help bring back MST3K, by the way, that's what I'm going to call because I'm tired of saying theater all the damn time. You're welcome. They're glad to hear to help. So they want to do this again. So nothing good though lasts forever though. Oh, crap, I can't see what I put there. Okay, so sometime in late 2019, during their third live tour, they got word, even though Netflix liked how the new episodes came out, they wouldn't be renewing them for a third new season. Of course, Netflix is oh, you're popular for like a hot minute, now we don't want you anymore. Screw you, meh, get bent. So sometimes business is just business. It was disappointing not to get renewed, but sure. But starting now, they want to focus on moving forward and not back. And when you see what they're planning now, they hope you'll agree they could end up being the best thing for Mystery Science Theater 3000 in the long run. Oh, this should be good. So where do they go from here? So the world isn't done with them yet. Oh, that's true. They want to try something new. They don't need anyone to renew us. So if enough of you want more MST3K, maybe we don't need anyone to renew us. From now on, they want you to decide how long MST3K keeps going. So basically, you, the fans, are going to be the ones to decide this. They don't want, we don't need a network to let us make more episodes. We can make it for you. When we do, you should be the first ones to see it. So they need a better space for sharing Mystery Science Theater 3000 and watching it together. So without a network, they'll need a new home, and they want it to be easy to enjoy live with other people. So they need to build their own online theater for live screenings and events. It makes sense, but what do you actually want to do? It's actually in a word bubble. I really like how they do this. Out of all the Kickstarter things I've seen, this is actually one of the best, I think, so far I've ever come across. So, because this is what it's a new Kickstarter it's all about. So they want to make more episodes with a new sustainable model. Cannot talk tonight, God. The new model will let you decide how long they should keep going, and it lets them bring you new episodes directly to you without depending on a network to distribute or keep renewing for new seasons. So basically, they're giving the middle finger to the network saying, kiss off! Screw us! Screw us over? I don't think so. Screw you! I guess Joel must have mastered fuck fu. Lucky you. I have yet to master that. They want to build the Gizmoplex, their own virtual online theater, where they can host frequent live screenings, premieres, and community events. You can host, so you can host watch parties with friends, whoever you want, and more on that in a minute, apparently. So their new goals. So here we go. Are we ready? And then, just like the last time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here we go. The new goals. So for $2 million, you get 3 new episodes and the launch of the Gizmoplex. The Gizmoplex, plex. Sorry, that sounds stupid. At $3.3 million, which they've already hit, you get 6 new episodes and Gizmoplex apps, including iOS, Android, Fire TV, Apple TV, Android TV, and of course, my little Roku. Yay, Roku! For $4.4 million, you get 9 new episodes and 12 months of live events. That's right, you get to see them live for 12 months. Alright, it's just 12 months of live events, so it's still pretty cool. And at the $5.5 million threshold, you get not 6, not 9, but 12 new episodes. That's an entire series of an anime. And 12 new shorts. So that's 24 things all together rolled into one beautiful package. Yes, if you like Mystery Science Theater 3000. And you know, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but if things go well, we've got a lot of other ideas they'd like to add into the mix, including riffing their first 3D movie with special Kingavision 3D glasses, and extending the Gizmoplex into virtual reality accessible on computers and headsets. So, of course, because it is illegal to just take money from people without giving something in return, thank you, iCarly, for teaching me that. That's honestly the only thing I ever learned from that show. you have to give out something in return because, of course, Kickstarter is just that, Kickstarter. You need, people want to back you, but you need to cough up some cheese, man. Unless you're selling stock options, you're going to make yourself public. I don't see that happening. So let's talk about rewards. Most of the rewards for the first Kickstarter campaign turned out, let's see here. Yeah, they're really proud of it, and ever since then, a lot of people have said how much they loved them. So this time around, they want to do their best to raise the bar. You'll have to decide for yourself if we pull it off, but I'll tell you that we've got a few rewards this time that I'm really excited about, especially the Gizmoplex DIY Concession Pack, our new challenge coins, and a pretty amazing design for a MST3K snow globe and music box. I mean, how wonderful does this sound? And then there's actually a thing. Oh, I don't know what the fuck that was, but yeah! Yeah, that's just weird shit happens on my podcast. I don't know what the fuck that was. Sorry for that interruption, folks. Okay. Now, where was I for the horn blow? Oh, yeah, that's right. The rewards. So, blah, 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 all that fun bullshit, music box, blah, blah, blah. They're still finishing some of the reward designs and details, so they'll share some exciting sneak peeks between now and the end of the Kickstarter. But here's a guide to some of the physical rewards that they have planned this time around. You get the MST3K holiday card. Oh, it's so cool. Yes, and it's included in all pledge levels at $35 and above, unless specified. Or get it with a pledge level as an add-on reward for just $5. Aww, that's so cool. The Gizmoplex sticker! That's right, the official sticker of the first Cineplex on the moon. The Gizmoplex. Included in all pledge levels at $50 and above, unless specified, or get it with any pledge level as an add-on reward for just $7. That's amazing! Not only do I not have to give you the main amount, or the bottom amount you want, I can just have it an add-on for a small extra price. Speaking of which, the next reward is the Gizmoplex Concession Stand Pack DIY. Basically, it's the DIY concession pack. They'll provide the cup and popcorn bucket. You provide the snacks. So basically, all right, so I kind of like this. So you can actually get the a box to put your popcorn in and a cup to put your drink in. Now, of course, they even say it on here. Seriously, popcorn and drink not included. We can't send food in the mail. Yeah, no shit. I do actually kind of like this idea, though. It'd be like a reusable plastic cup that's sort of like a lot of those bottles that you see nowadays. That would be pretty damn cool. I'd actually probably just want that for myself. Just for when I eat popcorn and watch a movie and drink my tea or my soda. That would be kick-ass. That'd be kick-ass. But included in all pledge levels, though. So this is all pledge levels at $75 and above, unless specified. Or you can get it with any pledge level as an add-on reward for just $30. Trust me, just pay the $75 for this one, because at that point, you're pretty much paying $40 if you give them $10 or $35. If you want to just give them $5, you have to add it on for $30. Come on. The Season 13 t-shirt. I'm kind of glad that's not the actual design it has on here, because, dear God, that's a horrible, that's just lame. Still made of the finest hand-spun cotton, they hope. Included in all pledge levels of $100 and above. I actually think this one should be a little lower on your list there, Joel, but okay, whatever. Unless specified, you can have it as an add-on reward for $50. The MST3K Challenge Coins. No, we don't know why they're called that. But we do have 4 unique collectible designs. They're actually... Hold on, I can actually pull that up. There is a thing for why challenge coins exist. I remember watching this on NCIS. Hold on. ChallengeCoins. Challenge coins. Yeah, because they're like... Jesus Christ. Holy hell, they're expensive. God damn. Challenge coins. Custom challenge coins. Yeah, you make custom ones. Oh, that's pretty cool. About challenge coins. Challenge coins, Wikipedia. A challenge coin is a small coin or medallion bearing an organization's insignia or emblem and carried by the organization's members. Traditionally, they might be given to prove membership when challenged and to enhance morale. Some challenge coins have created controversy, as their creators have been threatened with jail. They are also collected by service members and law enforcement personnel. Historically, challenge coins were presented by unit commanders in recognition of special achievement by a member of the unit. They could also be exchanged in recognition of visits to an organization. Modern-day challenge coins may feature popular culture attributes or organizational values. Modern challenge coins are made in a variety of sizes and are often made using popular culture references, including superheroes and other well-known characters, in a way that creates a parody. There you go. That's a challenge coin. By the way, just in case you want to read the entire Wikipedia article, it's in the description. As of, hold on. Right now it's in the description. There you go. It's now officially in the description. Boom. It's done. See, I did that with magic. It was magic. The magic of... You didn't see this. This is not the thing you're looking for. But anyway, back to the MST3K thing. You can get these with all pledge levels of $250 and above, unless otherwise specified. You can get the Backer Edition as an add-on reward for just $45, or get the complete set of 4 as an add-on reward for $160. Holy shit, that's a lot of money. In all honesty, it'd probably be a little cheaper, because it only cost me about $190 if I would go... what was the cheapest thing you had on here again? Okay, so if I go with the Holiday Edition cards, and then I would want to just add on, like, let's say I didn't want to pay the $75 for the Gizmoplex DIY concession pack. I just wanted the holiday card. I could pay you a whopping $65, just add that on to that. Or come down here, and instead of paying the $250, I could just add the $160 on to the $30, to the $35, just pay $195 and still save a bit of money. That's actually kind of impressive in a way. They really thought this one out. It really is cool. The Season 13 poster, new artwork. It's like it's going to be in a gallery, but funnier. All pledges levels at $150 and above, unless specified. Or you get it with any pledge as an add-on reward for $50. Okay, that's pretty cool. The Season 13 box set on DVD or Blu-ray. All pledge levels of $250 and above, and an add-on reward for just $70. See, I kind of like how they're doing it this way, where it jumbles which ones you get from where, because it's like, oh, it jumps to this one, then this one, price-wise, whereas the other ones, I felt like I was rattling off a fucking PBS telethon in a way. And finally, the ultimate MST3K Snow Globe, and Music Box. Hand-painted, hand-numbered, made of moon rock. There's an asterisk after that, with a mechanical wind-up music box in the base. Not made of actual moon rock. We suggest using your imagination. I like that. Holy shit, I like that. All pledge levels at $350 and above get this, unless otherwise specified, or it can just be an add-on reward for $175. And there's an update! Holy shit, an update! Oh, since there are so many rewards to keep track of, and they want to make sure that you know what to expect in each pledge level, they've also put together this handy-dandy chart. The MST3K Reward Guide. Experiment level. Weekly production updates. You get, I guess, okay, so the moon thing tells you get that. So you get that at all levels, $15 all the way up to $500 plus. Special thanks in the Gizmoplex from $15 all the way up to $500 plus. Months of Gizmoplex Pass. You only get it from $35 up to $500. It goes 3, 6, 9, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. So basically, from 100 to up, it's 12. From 35, it's 3, 50, it's 6, 75, it's 9, nothing to 15. You do not get a special thanks to social media if you only give them $15, but from $35 and up, you sure as hell do. The holiday cards are from $35 and up. The sticker is from $50 and up. The Gizmoplex concession pack is from $75 and up. Download all new episodes from, $75 and up. No. Sorry. Download new episodes from $100 and up. Mystery Science Theater 3000 t-shirt at $100 and up. The poster is at $150 and higher. Download classic episodes at $150. You can get 5, and from $250 up, you get 10. Special thanks in the end credit. You get 1 at $150 all the way up to a whopping $400. From $500 up, you get 3. Seriously, how the hell you get? This is literally 3 moons. I'm assuming that means I get 3 thank yous. Holy shit. That's great. You get the Mystery Science Theater 3000 box set at, $250 and higher. The challenge coin, BDWV. Oh, sorry, okay. So Backer Edition is at $250. Deluxe Edition, Set Watcher Edition, and VIP Edition. VIP Edition's at $500, $450. Was it $400? $400 for the Watcher one and $350 for the Deluxe Edition. The Snow Globe is from $350 and up. The Virtual Set Visit Watcher is from $400 and up. And finally, the last 2 rewards you can get. The Virtual Set Visit VIP Access is $500 plus. And special thanks to the live event from $500 plus. Yes. So until you get above Experiment 500, most of the rewards are slacking, which means you get all the rewards listed and all the lower pledge levels, not just the new rewards listed with each pledge. So it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, you can go through the rest of this. It's kind of been dragging on, but there's some add-on rewards. They give you like the prices of that stuff. Digital add-on prices, like the 1-month gift, Gizmoplex gift pass is $10. Special thanks in the end credits, $50. Online class Robot Puppeteering is $250. Online class of Movie Riffing 101 is $250. Seriously? Seriously, you're going to teach an online class for movie riffing? You're joking, right? Okay, whatever. Inventions and Magic online class is $250. Or you get all 3 classes for $600. Actually, it's a pretty good bargain. That'd be $750 total. Shipping not included, reward timing, blah, 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 and all that other fun bullshit. So, and then they give you how the Gizmoplex will work and all that other fun stuff. So, yeah. Hopefully this takes off. I think they deserve this. I really do. But, yeah. Wholeheartedly, Mystery Science Theater 3000, baby. MST3K is back.
Yeah!
Alright, so there is some sad news, though, this week that was brought to light. So, we sadly lost a legend, in a way. Edward J. Kopler, a.k.a. Ted Kopler, the founder of World Events Productions, Ltd., passed away on April 4th, 2021, surrounded by his family peacefully. They did not give a cause of death. They did say that he was 77, and yeah, I guess you can kind of just draw your own conclusion from there. So, why is this a massive thing? Why are you talking about it, Andrew? Well, because his company, World Events Production Ltd., they used the anime King of Beasts, Go Lion, and Armored Fleet Daruger XV. They created the highly popular and influential Voltron. So, Armored Fleet was used for the vehicle Voltron, which, let's face it, vehicle Voltron sucks ass. And Go Lion was, of course, Voltron that we all know and love. I mean, it's Voltron. Freaking Peter Cullen did the goddamn narration for that. And it was just so wonderful. But, yeah. So, it's just, this was heartbreaking in a way, because Voltron was just an old school classic. If you ever saw Voltron, you know what I mean by that. This is just heartbreaking. He later executive produced Voltron, the Third Dimension, Voltron Force, and the more recent Voltron Legendary Defenders. Basically, he had his hand in the pie of every single Voltron. or at least almost every single Voltron. But still, holy hell, this is just sad. Voltron was one of my favorites growing up. I recently was watching it a couple years ago because Tubi had the first season up, and it just brought back a whole slew of memories. I mean, you remember Sven? Yeah, there was a guy in that called Sven. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not joking. Remember what happened to Sven? Yeah, that's literally it. There you go. That's Sven. But anyone, though, that wants to donate in Ted Kopler's honor can support Diabetes Fund and the Foundation for Barnes Jewish Hospital, Webster University, and Diabetes Research Funding and Advocacy. So, yeah, this is honestly, I'm not going to lie, this is heartbreaking. I mean, Voltron was just so goddamn beautiful. I remember I watched the original series. I had like a VHS tape of it when I was a kid. I actually go into flea markets and yard sales. I had gotten all of the Voltron figures, and I mean the original die-cast heavy son of a bitch one that if you chuck that at somebody, you're going to be doing some damage to their body. I remember getting a couple of that, like pieces in that all over the place. I remember like I had the blue lion, like one or two of the blue lion, at least one or two of the yellow one. I finally got the orange. Yeah, well, it's supposed to be orange. I finally got the orange the light. No, it's supposed to be red. It's red lion. The fuck am I? Well, it looked orange. It looked like an orangish red to me. So, yeah, I'm colorblind. Sue me. But I got that. I got the green one, and then of course I had the black lion. That was the torso, and I just will never forget Voltron. For me, it was just quintessentially part of my childhood. When you watch it, though, nowadays, it's like, my God, what did I find interesting about this? But, yeah, and I remember then, like, years later, after I graduated from tech school and I was trying to find a job, I remember Walmart had a Voltron DVD. It was like $5. I bought it. It was like a movie, and I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting, and yeah, no, it wasn't. It freaking sucked. They literally like, oh, yeah, we can communicate now with Vehicle Voltron and Lion Voltron, and we're going to combine our powers together and fight this evil, and we have to go to this group of, to help them, and it was full of bullshit, and I actually think I fell asleep during it. It was like $5, and I remember getting rid of it. So I fell asleep. I did. I remember falling asleep during that piece of garbage. I really do. But still, this is tragic news. This is sad to know that the man behind Voltron is gone. Voltron is dead. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. It's heartbreaking in the worst possible way because Voltron was really... I mean, like I said, if you grew up in the 90s, there's a good chance you saw Voltron on VHS, TV. I mean, I remember watching it on Cartoon Network. It just, I will never forget it. Voltron was the shit back in the day. It really was. So, if we can, like we usually do here, let's, bow our heads for a moment. And let's have a moment of silence for the passing of Ted Kopler, the producer of Voltron. May the lions take you blissfully and cautiously into the next world. Thank you for everything you've done. Alright, so this is a topic that definitely took me by surprise when I saw it in my email. So, apparently there's this, I don't know if is it a game? It's a visual novel, I guess. I don't understand what the hell, so you can get okay, so it's a digital novel you can play on your computer. Okay, now it makes a little bit more sense. But anyway, it's called, World End Economica. Or economic and then A, so Economica. It's almost like I'm saying, Necronomica in a way, but it's not. It's Economica. Economics, basically. So you got the whole stock market shit that's been going on, a whole bunch of people started getting into that after the whole GameStop thing, and all shit broke loose again, and oh yeah, I mean, I actually own some Bitcoin now. because you could get it with PayPal, and I figured, oh, what the hell? Let me actually give this, stupid shit a shot. Now maybe the fun will die. It seems to happen every time I get into something. Then all of a sudden it stops being cool and it loses all interest. But yeah. So World End Economica is a 3-part single-route visual novel, effectively a digital light novel. You can get it now for your computer or hang out and wait for its upcoming anime adaptation, whichever you prefer. Basically, it's an interesting sci-fi stock market visual novel. Oh, so this is sort of like Sea Control in a way? Please tell me this isn't like Sea Control. Please tell me this isn't Sea Control. So if you know the name Isuna, I know I mispronounced that, I apologize. Isuna Hasekura, you already know what's in store. The award-winning author showed us how fascinating the world of economics can be via the fantasy series Spice and Wolf. He took his smarts from fantasy sci-fi, from fantasy to sci-fi in World End Economica, creating a future where the lunar surface is a booming hub of industry. It's like every science fiction show in the 80s. Okay, got it. Protagonist Haru is a day trader whiz kid and dreams of traveling to Mars by playing the lunar surface's stock market, he can start building towards that dream. When he's taken in at a church, he meets math genius Hagana, and the pair combine their powers. Haru crosses paths with further brilliant minds as they navigate the ups and downs of his chosen path. I gotta read that again because it made no sense to me the first time. It still makes no sense to me now. So Haru is a day trading whiz kid. Okay, I know what a day trader is. In fact, it's actually kind of interesting if you are a day trader. So okay, I know what a day trader is. So the kid wants to travel to Mars. So Haru wants to travel to Mars, and he's playing the lunar surface's stock market in order to build up the capital to do that. He meets a math genius, Hagana, and the pair combine their powers. Okay, so you have somebody that's good with numbers, and you're playing the stock market, and you're a day trading whiz kid. So the deck's already stacked in your favor to make long-term investments and a shit ton of money. So, okay, you cross paths with further brilliant minds, and okay, so this is sort of like Sea Control, but not Sea Control. Got it. I know one of my viewers out there is going to know exactly what I mean by this. I know that they've seen Sea Control, because I watch Sea Control. If you haven't watched Sea Control, you can watch it on, you can actually watch it on Tubi, so go check it out. So the world of finance, stocks, and housing market seems a bit impenetrable. You're not alone. Honestly, it seems boring as hell. I've seen Wall Street. I have. I've seen Wall Street. Wall Street sucked. But yeah, you're not alone. World End Economica manages to educate and entertain you at the same time. Even if you don't remember all of it or even very little, you'll retain everything and appreciate the story either. So you don't have to. You don't have to retain everything and appreciate the story either. You just read the damn thing, or in this case, wait for the anime to come up. So read up, though, in advance of the anime. Because last year, a crowdfunding campaign for a World End Economica anime skyrocketed to its fully funding in an impressively short time. And the funding isn't even for production, it's for promotion. As this little visual novel is admittedly less known, former full-time investor Akira Katayama made a substantial donation to cover production, saying he wants more people to learn about the world of investments. I would have loved to have learned about the world of investments. Why couldn't something like this have come out, back when I was in high school or middle school? I remember in high school I had economics, and I remember we actually had to do stocks in economics because I wanted to invest in Nintendo. It was with fake money. We had 10,000 imaginary dollars, and we had to invest that money, and I wanted to invest in Nintendo, but the teacher couldn't even find it because I couldn't find it, And the teacher's like, okay, well, pick 5 on here, and then if he goes, I will look for it then later in the day, and if I can't find it, then you at least have the 5 to do the project, and if we do find it, just take the one off that you just threw on here for shits and giggles. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to get the free lunch prize that he was offering, so it didn't really bother me. I packed lunch anyway. But I had fun doing it. None of my stocks really made much. I think I invested in Wendy's. BJ's is like a club store. I think a printing company. And it was like the 3 that I remember. It's like, yeah, I wasn't going to make any money. I was going to be shit-ass poor. At least it's not as bad as 7th grade when it's like, oh yeah, we're the teacher's teaching us about responsibility and how to write out checks and stuff like that. So every week we got paid, provided we showed up for class, we weren't late, and everything else. It was a good life lesson. Of course, it ends with me living in a refrigerator box in Hawaii because we had to travel the country. And my final destination was Hawaii, and my final destination is pretty much where I'm staying because I didn't have enough money to get back home. I remember making that comment. I'm like, yeah, because the cheapest ticket was like $200 more than I had in my account, and I'm like, yep. Looks like I'm going to be living in a cardboard box in Hawaii from now on. I mean, granted, everybody got a mulligan, though, because at that time, all of a sudden, airports started jacking up their prices, and she couldn't figure out why. So everybody got a mulligan for coming home. But as far as, like, going there, yeah, we got screwed, but everybody got a mulligan. I actually ended up getting a little coupon from a McDonald's in Vermont, because Vermont was one of the states I wanted to go to, and I actually got a coupon from... We had to write to them, and they sent us back like a bunch of pamphlets and stuff, like information on their, like, stuff that they do in their state, some of their like highlights. And the one was like, oh yeah, here, when you come to Vermont, enjoy this, stop in at McDonald's on us. And it's like, could be used anywhere in this. It actually said it on the coupon, can be used anywhere within the 48 United States. Couldn't be used in Alaska or Hawaii. So it's like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the freaking one in town, and I got myself a free cheeseburger. It's like, yeah, okay, thank you for the free cheeseburger. But, yeah. The anime is definitely, though, for this is gonna reach a larger crowd. The visual novel will have more story, but to get every last little bit of the story, you'll want to pick up all 3 chapters. Then you can meet Haru and friends and advance. Get a jump on the plot and stare at some gorgeous art. If it's anything like the pictures on here, yeah, I will admit it is pretty damn good art. But then again, visual novels and a lot of those, I don't really want to say junky kind of games, but some of those really good games where it's like one static background and the characters are just, translucent background, they're PNG files of characters, and they interact with like words. Those are kind of fun. I've seen a few of them. So will you be watching though when it comes out, or are you ready to dive into the story now? I think I'll pass. Like I said, I watched Seed Control, and Seed Control kind of officially put me off the stock market in a way. I mean, not completely. Like, if I really am desperate, or I just ever come into like a nice massive windfall, yeah, sure, what the hell. Or somebody's like, oh yeah, here's a stock for you, Andrew. Yeah, no, I had like 1 share of this and I don't want it, but I don't want to sell it, so here, I'm just gonna give it to you. Oh, thanks a lot. Yay, I have a stock. Woo. Oh, let's see what it's worth. Oh, 5 cents. Oh, that's great. I can just wipe my ass with a piece of paper. But pretty much. But yeah, so that would pretty much be the end of my investment of the stock market. Because, like I said, Seed Control kind of put me off of it. Wall Street kind of did a good job to start off with, but I think Seed Control definitely brought it home because of how everything went in that anime. And that anime didn't even have to do with the stock market to begin with. It was just a similarity to it. that whenever you think stock markets and money transactions, stuff like that, you instantly, that's the first thing that comes to my mind in the anime world. It literally is. Because it's just that terrifying. But yeah, so I'm out. Sounds cool. Might be cool for somebody else, but for me, I'm out. So yeah. Thanks anyway though. It does sound pretty interesting, but I mean, maybe if it's like down the road, I'll catch an episode or two, but not in this lifetime, not in this day and age. So sorry. Alrighty though, folks, that's gonna do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. I'm Andrew Rhodes. I'm tired as hell. I'm going to sleep. And it has been a wonderful time here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that fun jazz. And hey, while you're here, ring the notification bell. Be notified when new videos drop. The Q&A video for April just dropped today, being the 24th. I did put up a rant video on Tuesday. It was a unique rant video. It was a positive rant video. Not a negative rant video. It was a positive one. I was actually, ranting about it was a good rant. It wasn't a bad rant. It was a good rant. I was more confused than angry. It's about the Barbarian and the Troll show on Nickelodeon that I think is too good for Nickelodeon. And then there's also the discussion video that dropped on Wednesday involving Jesse and James from Team Rocket possibly going, good instead of evil as they are. And then I did another rant video, of course, on the updates. Yes, dear Microsoft, your updates suck. Your update system sucks. Sincerely, me. Yes, those were dropped this week, but you can be notified when new videos drop simply by ringing that notification bell right next to the subscribe button. And until next time, I am Andrew Rhodes. I am checking out. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I'm going to bed. I will catch you all next time right here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Bye-bye, everybody, and until next time, have a good one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and above all else, remember, have fun. Bye, everybody, and I'll catch you all next week.